But you are an incredible maker. You are so defined. You are so exacting with your making, almost to the degree of being a superb engineer. How do you bond those things together?
I think that's a valuing and respect of the material. It's also part of the knowledge of it, that one takes care, like you're handling a baby, an infant, it's done with love. Somebody once said, work is love made visible. And I think there's a truth in it. What happens, it's through this absorption in the material, this working with it. It's actually like a prayer. And you don't know where the time is. It just disappears. You don't have enough time in your life to do the thing properly, to honor it. Because that material just opens up and you see something very beautiful. These days, this word mindfulness is a real buzzword that's really derived from a lot of Buddhist practices, which are really to be respected. It's a silent awareness, a still awareness, but it might be in our breath. And that being present in it has really so much stillness, and out of that stillness and that nothing emerges something, and we can actually, in order to know something, you have to know nothing. You have to appreciate stillness or silence. Yes, materials. Materials that I work with and that I'm interested in, they're really all of the earth. They all come from the earth. But some of them, like steel and glass, these are materials that didn't exist in nature per se. There's volcanic glass, you find iron deposits in the earth. But these are things that have been with humankind for millennia. And these are things that really are part of our psyche now. Steel and glass are very interesting, and these are my prime materials. Glass is unique in that it's a material that's synonymous with light. It's almost something that occupies this range of the body. In the esoteric science of chakras, you'd say glass work from the heart through the throat up here. Iron is something in the belly, and even in language you say they've got guts of iron. It has a certain meaning to us psychologically. These materials, they just simply have different meanings and they have different feelings, and to work them, I think it's important that one is taking those qualities into consideration. Glass breaks. I'm quoted a lot as saying, glass breaks, break it first, but it actually is true that that's part of its nature. A chip in glass is considered a flaw. Well, what doesn't have a flaw? If you think of a human being, these materials actually are us. That's the interesting thing, that everything we see in the natural world is actually right inside of us.
I'm delighted to hear that you're going to come and join us again in India, in Delhi. And of course, your love of anything spiritual. You talked about Buddhism, you talked about Sufism at some stage. How are you feeling about coming back and working with us to do some exciting things in India?
Really looking forward to it. But when you say the spiritual side of things, it's interesting. It's not the isms or anything like that. It's actually just whatever the space is, the road, everything about India is just, it is magic. There's no other country in the world has this energy. And it is so full of possibilities, and so much history. It's already happened there, but it's happening again. And it's so full of opposites as well. Jungle tribal through to space age rocket science, all in one kilometer. It's just phenomenal. And I think it's the optimism, just it's romantic actually, and energetic, It's a very noble country, just incredible. I'll tell you what, one of the great things is actually being able to accelerate mistakes, an environment where we actually increase the number of mistakes we make, or one makes, can really improve the learning curve. But the way this optical glass has come about is phenomenal. And how did I know that I would get an opportunity to obtain 60,000 kilograms of this stuff at a price that I could afford? I'm very poor, by the way, but very wealthy in material.